Mataji, morning everyone. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini and put Bandhan. Shri Ganesh Mantra. Let's move our attention from Mooladhara to Sahasrara slowly through the central channel. Shri Mataji, kindly bring us into the center, in the balance. Kindly bring us in the present moment. Kindly bring us in the reality. The attention on Sahasrara. Let us listen to Shri Mataji's speech.
Today you have arranged this worship of your Guru, that is your mother. Perhaps you are very unique people that have a Guru who is a mother. Why this puja is arranged? One has to know that it is very important for every disciple to worship the Guru. But the Guru has to be a real Guru, not a one who is just exploiting the disciples and who is not authorized by God. The puja is arranged because you have been initiated into the statutes of the Lord. You have been told what are the dharmas of a human being. For that, actually you need not have a guru. You can read any book and you will know what are the statutes of the Lord. But Guru has to see that you practice them. These statutes are to be practiced, to be brought into your own life, which is a difficult thing. And without a Guru, a correcting force, it is very difficult to follow these statutes of Lord, because there is a gap between human awareness and divine awareness, a very big gap. And that gap can be only fulfilled by a Guru who himself is complete. Today is a Purnima day. Purnima means a complete moon. The Guru has to be a complete personality to talk about these statutes and to elevate his disciples to this level of understanding by which they imbibe those statutes. He is there to fulfill this gap. And for that, it is essential that every Guru has to be a realized soul of a very high quality and greatly evolved. He need not be a person who is an ascetic, or he need not be a person who is living in the forest. He could be a common householder. He could be a king. All these outward manifestations of one's life do not matter. Whatever may be your position, I would say the so called position, in this world makes no difference to your being a guru as long as you have imbibed the statutes of the Lord. Again, I say, you have to imbibe the statutes. Let's see what are the statutes. First is you do not harm anyone. First principle is that we are not to harm anyone. Animals do harm without knowing that they are doing harm. If you go near a snake, he'll bite. If a scorpion is there, he can put his poison into your beak. Animals are not to harm anyone. They can correct but not harm. So the principle of not harming was taken to a very to a point where reality disappeared. For example, when it was said, do not harm anyone, so people started saying, all right, we'll not harm mosquitoes, we'll not harm bugs, we'll not kill them. And there are some people who are following religions in which they preserve mosquitoes and bugs. This is absurdity. Taking anything to absurdity cannot be reality. First of all, we should not harm anyone who is walking in the path of God. The one who is a realized soul. He may be wrong. There may be some mistakes in him. Still, he needs correction. Nobody is perfect as yet. So, do not harm. Always try to help. Secondly, anybody who is a real seeker, he may be wrong. He might have gone to wrong gurus. He might have done wrong things. But have feelings, because you have been going on the wrong path yourself sometimes. You have been misled before. So have more sympathies. That's why if you have done mistakes, in a way, is good because you have more sympathies for such people. Then you are not to harm human beings in any way. You are not to cause them any bodily harm, any emotional upsetting. Just for harm's sake. For correction is all right. The second statute is that you have to stand on your own legs and know that you are here, one with the truth, the testimony. The testimony of the truth. That you have seen the truth. You know what truth is. And you cannot compromise with falsehood. You cannot. For that you need not harm anyone. You have to just profess it. You have to stand up and say that you have seen the truth and this is the truth, and you have to be one with it so that people see that light of truth in you and they accept you. It's not for telling others that you have to be truthful and this is the truth we have seen, that this is what God's laws are, how they work out. Through vibratory awareness, we have been able to see this is the truth. But be completely confident about it. But for that, first of all, you must test yourself completely. Otherwise, you might be playing into the hands of ego. It happens with many people who start doing Sahaja Yoga to begin with. So be cautious. Be sure that you are telling the truth and nothing else, and that you have felt the truth in full ways. Those who have not felt any vibrations shouldn't talk of Sahaja Yoga at all. They have no authority. They have to receive vibrations, they have to fully imbibe within them, and then they can say, yes, we felt. This is a very important task Sahaja Yogis have to do in these modern times, is to tell aloud that they have found the truth. That part is very weak. In whatever way you like, you can write books, you can announce it, you can talk to your friends, to your relations, and everywhere tell them this is the truth now, that you have entered into the kingdom of God, that you are blessed by the grace of God, that you are realized souls, that you have felt the divine power which is pervading everywhere, and that you can give realizations to others. This you have to tell others. And know that by your accepting truth, you are not adding anything to the truth, but you are adorning yourself. One requires courage to enjoy the truth. Sometimes people will laugh at you, will mock at you, may persecute also. But that should not be any worry to you, because your relationship is with the statutes and with the grace of God. When that is your connection, you should not worry about other people, what they have to say about it. You have to stand up, adorn yourself with that truth, and talk to people, that people will know that you have found it. With that authenticity with which you speak, people will know that you have found it. The difference between a realized soul and a non-realized soul is basically, he doesn't talk of his woes and his separation with God, but he says, I have found it now. This is it. Like Christ said, I am the light, I am the path. Or anybody else can say that. But you can make out that it is not true. with the confidence, with that complete understanding coming out of your heart, people can make out this is absolute truth. And then all kinds of falsehood must be denounced. Doesn't matter if somebody feels bad. Because by telling that, you are saving them and not harming them. But must be told in a correct way, not in a frivolous way. In a very persuasive way, you must tell them that no, this is wrong. You must wait for the time when you can tell people. More in confidence. Talk to them, this is wrong, we don't know. We've done the same thing. This is how you are going to express your principle of mastery. Or you can say Guru Tattva. You have to be truthful. First, foremost thing is that you should know the truth, you should stand this testimony, and that you should announce it. The third thing for a guru in Sahaja Yoga has to do is to develop detachment. Gradually you do develop it because you find that unless and until you develop that detachment, you are not receiving vibrations in full. All kinds of detachments have to be developed. Means your priorities change. Once your attention gets fixed up with your spirit, the catch or the hold on things which are of no importance starts reducing by itself. For example, you have a father, you have a mother, you have a sister. This is a bigger problem in India. Here you are over detached. But in India, people are very much involved, their own children, in their own. This is my son, and others are all orphans. Only your sons are the real children. Your daughter, your sons. My daughter, I must do this for my son. For my father, mother, here also. Two types of attachments are there. One, through moha, through involvement into them. That you want to do this for them and that for them and give all the property to them, insurance for them, every sort of thing. And another could be the way we have here, that you hate your mother, you hate your father, you hate everyone. Both things are just the same. So a detachment must be developed. The detachment is that you are your father, you are your mother, you are everything. Your spirit is everything to you. You have to enjoy only your spirit as everything. Then the detachment comes from there. And then you really do good to them by detaching, because you see the complete vision about them and about what is to be done. For example, people have also attachments to certain crazes. Human beings always become crazy after something. I mean, it can be anything. One has to understand there should be only one craze, is to be settled absolutely into your spirit. All other crazes will disappear because that's the greatest joy giving thing. That's the most nourishing thing. That's the most beautiful thing. So all the other things fall off. You enjoy only that, which is the source of all enjoyments. So you get yourself attached to your spirit. Detachment starts working. Sometimes detachment is taken as a license for becoming dry to others, which is absurd. This is only human quality also. Make everything ugly, whatever is beautiful. Actually, a person who is detached is the most beautiful person, is the extremely loving person, is love. Look at the flowers. They are detached. They are dying. Tomorrow they are not going to live, but every minute they live, they are emitting fragrance to you. The trees are not attached to it. They will die tomorrow. Doesn't matter. But anybody who comes to them, they give shadow. They give fruits. Attachment means death of love. Complete death of love is attachment. For example, in a tree, say the sap rises, goes to all the leaves, goes to all the necessary parts, all the flowers, all the fruits, and goes back to the mother earth. It is not attached to anyone. Supposing the sap goes and gets attached into one fruit, what will happen? The tree will die and the fruit will die. Detachment gives you the movement of your love, circulation of it. For things now, things have no value unless and until there are emotions behind it. Now, for example, a sari, this one I am wearing today, was bought for Guru Day, Guru Purab. But they had no sari. The other day they wanted to have a sari for puja, so I said, all right, use this. But I wore it again today just to say that this was bought with that emotion that on a Guru Day, mother would like to wear something of a lighter shade. White, the pure color of silk. It's complete detachment. But in white, all the colors are mixed. Then only it becomes white. In such a balance and unity, it should be that you become white and whiter than snow. Detachment is purity, is innocence. Innocence is such a light, I tell you. Light that really blinds you to all that is filth. You wouldn't even know that a person has come with bad intention. Look at the person who says, somebody comes to you. You'll say, oh, come along. What do you want? You'll offer him tea and all that. And he'll say, I've come to rob you. All right, rob me if you want to. It's all right. He may not at all rob you. That is what is innocence, which one can develop only through detachment. Detachment is of the attention. Do not allow your attention to get involved into something too much. Even rituals of anything. Say now, we have not washed Mataji's feet. All right, doesn't matter. You love me, all right. If some mistakes are committed, what does it matter? If you see on the abstract plane, it's love. This is just a step forward. Like somebody ran very fast and fell down before reaching me. He said, Mother, sorry, I fell down. Before reaching you, I should not have done that. But see how I prostrated before you. Is complete poetry, detachment. So one has to develop that attachment, detachment, to be a guru. And that detachment doesn't mean sannyas or anything like that. Yes, sometimes one has to wear those dresses to announce, because if you have to do a lot of work in a short time, then you have to take such intensive behavior. Like Christ, we can say, Adi Shankaracharya. All these people had a very, very short life. And in that short life, they had to achieve such a tremendous task that they had to actually take a military uniform. Just to avoid problems, not to impress others. Nowadays, people wear that dress just to impress others that they are detached and do just the thing opposite of it. So, we understand that first one is not to harm anyone, ahimsa, not to kill anyone. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't eat meat and fish and all that. That's all nonsense. Of course, I mean, you should not hanker after food, no doubt about it. You don't kill anyone, means you do not kill a human being. Thou shalt not kill. Just move forward so that they can sit there. Little. Come forward. I think best thing is to come very forward. So first thing is not to harm anyone. Second is to know that you have found the truth and give the testimony of the truth. Third is the detachment. The way I have told you about detachment. Not to get attached to any one person because he's a relation or something, but develop a universal feeling. And also not to hate anyone. That is even worse. That's a kind of a worse type of attachment. This word should go away from the mouth of all the Sahajogis. I hate.
साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माता जी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for blessing us with this beautiful collective meditation. Let's bow down to Shri Mataji and take Bandhan.